Hey guys, what's going on? It is me, Sam. Welcome to episode number 7 of Venture to Virtus. So I decided to head over to Armadale to start this off. Haven't been to Armadale in quite a while, and I wanted to test my luck to see if I get some of the Armadale pieces because they're worth quite a lot of money. But the first drop I did get was an elite clue scroll, which you can see on the screen right now. And early on the trip, I actually noticed someone die. Like I literally logged in because I was hopping worlds, and this grave just appeared out of nowhere. And I wasn't really sure whether to bless it or to pick the guy's loot up and then try and find him, because I could have blessed it and he might not have been able to get back. So I was really thinking to myself, what should I do? So I left it on the ground to see what was actually there. I didn't even know if it was someone with good armor. Could have just been someone messing about, and it was probably worth about 500k in total. So what I did is I actually located him, went to his friend's chat, and there was actually someone in there, so I started speaking to him, and we met up here in Edgeville, and I gave him all of his loot, which added up to about 600k. So he was happy about that. Yeah, I was just glad I did that. So yeah, after that, I just price checked all the loot I did get. It wasn't really too much from the Armadale trip. I didn't get too much loot apart from the elite clue scroll, and I kind of lost interest in doing Armadale as well. I found it was very laggy at the spot I was at. It's been laggy there before, which was kind of frustrating, so I have decided to stay away from Armadale for the time being. But the loot I did get, including all the cash there, which I forgot to add, was about just over 1 mil. So an alright trip, but I won't be heading back to Armadale just because, like I said, it was laggy, and I just really want to speed up the last bit of Venture to Virtus with something else. But of course I did do that clue scroll, so of course I did it straight away once I finished price checking everything, and here we go for the loot yet again. Just a disappointing clue, nothing amazing from it, and just a real disappointment because I've never really had a good clue scroll throughout the whole series, and this one is just another one which is not very good, so kind of disappointed about that. So I was thinking to myself, what boss have I been to which has been really generous to me and given me loads of drops, and straight away I thought of Dagon Kings, so I decided to head there, and of course I did get what I was looking for. That was a dragon hatchet, and at this point in time I actually did price check my bank, and I wasn't actually too far away from actually completing the series, so getting a dragon hatchet now would be amazing to actually boosting the series to pretty much completion. And I did actually manage to pick up 3 dragon hatchets from this trip, and from the bones you can see in my invent I had about 120 kc. So to get that many dragon hatchets in a trip was very, very good. And as you can see in my invent, my Torva plate legs did actually degrade halfway through the trip, so I did decide to leave a little bit earlier just to see how much I actually made from this. So of course, just adding in all the loot, recommended to pick up the Dagon bones there, and the dragon hatchets adds it up to 13.3 mil, so that's going to be very, very nice towards the drop tab. It's going to speed up the whole series in general, and I am really, really happy about that. So I'm excited to see where I currently stand with the value of the tab. So I did price check my tab, and I was actually 10 mil away from completing the full Virtus set. So at that point you could probably tell I was very excited, and I would have really wanted to complete this series fast. So I was thinking to myself, I need to go to a boss which has got consistent cash, where I know I will be able to make this amount of money in this amount of time. And I thought of QBD. I haven't been to QBD in a while as well, and I know for sure that this boss is a really good moneymaker with like 4 mil per hour. So I did head over there, and I did get a load of the royal crossbow pieces, as you can see on the screen. Of course, not really looking out for them, just because they are worth about 150k each. It was mainly just about the bones and the hides, with the occasional 50 lancerdimes and maybe even a visage or dragon kite shield. But unfortunately though, I didn't actually get a visage or dragon kite, but the money I did make was nice. But at the time when I did sort of finish doing QBD for a couple of hours, I did price check the bank again, but the prices of Virtus had changed and my bank value had dropped just a little bit, so it still meant I needed a bit more money, and that was about at least 5 mil to make sure I can get it. So I did decide again, I could have gone to QBD or DKs. That was really what was on my in my head. QBD is a consistent moneymaker, but at the same time I could get lucky at DKs and get a dragon hatchet really fast, and that would be all I needed. So I did decide to head back to Dagon of Kings, and there we go on the screen. I did manage to pick up the dragon hatchet, which is all I needed now to really complete full Virtus. So you could probably tell when when I got this, I was going absolutely crazy, and I really was. I was so happy to see it on the floor, and I just knew that this was all I needed. So I did stay for the trip, you know, just making sure, you know, I could have teleported out as soon as I got that dragon hatchet, and then realised I still didn't have enough, so I did stay, and I did get a Sears ring afterwards, and then the next drop I did get was a Warriors ring. So these drops I'd never had before in terms of for the series, so it was something, you know, different to add to the drop tab, but I was mainly just focused and happy about, you know, actually completing the drop tab and getting full Virtus. So as you can see right now, I am out of the Dagannoth Kings area, and I'm price checking all of the loot. Again, I do recommend to pick up them Dagannoth bones if you've got the Fremnik sea boots. They will be automatically noted. That's with the version 4, and the trip was 6.6 mil, so not really the most for a Dagannoth Kings trip of mine, but it was all I needed, and I was just really happy to you know that I've done it. So I went to the bank to take a look at the value of the tab for one more time, and I did have enough for full Virtus, and I was just really excited to, you know, sell it and actually buy it. So this is what the tab is looking like for the final time. No more drops will be added to it, and it has been an amazing series of loads of different and unique drops that I've never really had before, so I was really happy about that. So of course what I'm going to do now is sell all of the tab, and hopefully by the end of it be able to buy full Virtus. So what I'm going to do for this one, instead of speed it up throughout the whole thing like I usually do and play some music, what I'm going to do is just sort of you know, skip most of the, you know, the low value junk, and just sort of record the last bits, which is for, you know, the most valuable stuff. So things like the dragon limbs, armored crossbows, things like that, which are worth, you know, quite a lot of money, and would actually be more interesting to see. So of course now I'm going to move over to that and see really how much I'm on. Okay, so right now on the screen in my invent is all of the sort of high value drops, which I wanted to keep until the end to sell, and at this point in time I had 180 mil cash. I was thinking, will I actually even make this? I was really hoping that I would. I was doing a live stream on Twitch at the time, and people were like, no, you're not going to make it, and I was starting to believe that as well. You know, when selling all of this, like, what happens if I don't have enough? It's going to be really sort of stupid. I'm going to have to go back to QBD or something, and it'd just be like, you know, it's such a fail. Like, when I want to sell all this loot, I want to make sure, you know, once I've sold it, I can actually just buy it right there and then, whilst everyone's sort of there with me. Luckily, when I did claim all of the loot from trying to sell the high valued items, like when I was selling the high valued items, it did like take quite a while, just because I was trying to sell them at mid. Like, I didn't want to do -5%, because if people were saying that I wouldn't make it, and if I'm selling at -5, then that's not helping. But like I was going to say, I did actually manage to get enough, and I was really happy. By the end of it, I did get 394 mil, so that was really good, and I'm just so happy about that. You know, just having that much money in your invent is crazy, and it's a shame because I'm like, I don't have it very long. I had it for about 5 minutes, and then I bought full Virtus. But full Virtus, oh my god, I have it now. Oh my god, it's amazing. Just mainly having the Virtus wand and book was sort of the main items I liked out of all of that. Finally, just generally having a decent wand to use. I can now stop using my chaotic staff for most things. It's just a really cool thing to, you know, be able to do. So I'm really happy about that, and as always, I'm so happy to, in a sense, complete the series. You know, just another thing completed. Done Torva, done Pernix, and now Virtus. It's just awesome to have, you know, the full neck sets and everything like that. And you know, I'm gonna miss this series. It was definitely my favorite series to do out of all of them. Just like I said, it's just because I had so many awesome sort of memories of just getting all these drops, and you know, so many good drops as well. It was a shame I didn't get the Sourdough and Hill. You know, that was one of the, that would have been amazing to actually see and to sell. But of course, I did get a whole load of other things as well, which sort of made up for it. So I'm happy about that. But here we go for the full Virtus set. I'm going to wear it and see what it looks like, and there we go. I'm so happy. I did actually forget to put the boots on. They're still in my invent there. I forgot to actually even see them. But full Virtus, oh my god, it looks great. I love to see the wand. It just is an amazing thing to have, and to know it's worth like 200 mil is just crazy to think about. But there we go for full Virtus. Really good series, and I have enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed it as well, make sure you throw this video a thumbs up. You know, let's send off this series with a whole load of thumbs up, because I've enjoyed it throughout the whole entire thing, and I hope you have as well. And now all we can say is that I have completed full Virtus, and I can now move on to my next series, which we're just gonna have to wait and see what that's gonna be. But guys, I really hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I will see you in the next video of whatever series I decide to do. See you guys.